Hey, it's Jeff Carpenter, developer advocate here at DataStax. Live here in the Accelerate Expo Hall with Donnie Roberson. No T implied or intended.
Just like no T implied or intended in Jeff's name. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. It's not Robertson and it's not Carpenter.
Yes.
Carpenter.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Let's get it straight, people.
From DataStax, this is the Distributed Data Show.
And you've been flying drones back here. I don't know if you can see this in the background. Did we talk about this yet? About the awesome drone flying? I don't know if you can see the drones in air. Oh,
no, we haven't.
Caught in the net.
Yeah, we're offering everybody attending here at Accelerate the opportunity to fly drones through a drone racing course. And as a prize, you get bragging rights with your company, and you also get this really cool poster that I should have brought over here.
You should have.
Yeah.
We didn't plan on talking about that. I'm just like squirrel, drones, right? So this is the stuff that happens. But why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I mean, I know who you are, but for our viewers out there, who is Donnie? What are you doing?
You mean all our viewers don't know who I am? Okay.
Well, let's just go on.
All right. So I work on the technology partners team here at DataStax.
Okay.
I work with our alliance partners and some of our strategic partners, such as Intel, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Pretty much like anything cool that someone is doing on top of, or alongside, or in some cases underneath Cassandra and DataStax Enterprise, you have a hand in it somewhere and get to look at it first. And I'm a little bit jealous.
Yes, I get to play with some really cool hardware before a lot of people even get to see it.
Okay, nice. So how did you even get into this world of distributed databases and then partner management on top of that?
Well, I initially come from the Hadoop world. So I was doing a little bit of Hive and HBase, and I wanted to dig more into NoSQL databases.
Yeah.
So I heard about this database called Apache Cassandra, and I started taking a look at it and thought it was really cool. Then I heard about this company called DataStax and said I needed to go there.
Okay.
And so I came to work at DataStax 2.5 years ago.
Right.
I initially started on the support team and started offering free labor to the partner team. And they decided that I needed to join their team.
Right, and you might hear a partner team and you might think like this is more like a marketing, and it's not. It's like you were most often beating the crap, can I say that, out of something and you were pretty instrumental in our Docker rollout of Docker images. So anyway, you get to pretty cool stuff. But I know that what you're really excited about right now is this Intel partnership and some of the stuff we're doing there. So tell me a little bit about what's going on and maybe a little background of improvements in DataStax Enterprise that enable it and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so to give you a little bit of background, we got to step back in time to April of last year when we released DSE 6.0.
Okay.
All right. It was a once in a 7-year rewrite, as Jonathan Ellis said.
Right.
So we added threads per core. So this actually assigns each token range a single thread. That thread.
Okay, within a node.
Within a node.
Token range spread across the whole cluster, but then within a given node, within its range, then you're subdividing that further
to a single thread.
Okay.
And then we assign that thread to a specific core.
Yeah. Okay.
And we added a few other enhancements to async processes, along with some storage enhancements. So that's kind of the background on the performance improvements that we made to DSE.
And that in itself was like 2 to 3x performance improvements on reads and writes within DSE.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. But there's more.
There is more. So who would know? A year later, Intel would come out with their 2nd generation Xeon scalable processors.
Okay.
And
we're talking hardware today.
Yeah, we're talking hardware. And their new Optane DCPMM, which stands for Data Center Persistent Memory, that we can use as storage. So it's lightning fast storage.
Right.
And
you heard that right.
Yes. And when we say lightning fast, we mean lightning fast. So if you take Intel's improvements to their hardware, on top of our improvements to performance within DSE, it's a match made in performance heaven. So,
Okay, yeah, talk that through for me. I believe you, but give me more.
Okay, so Intel actually gave us access to a private lab.
Okay.
4 nodes. These were monster machines. 364 gigs of RAM, 80 core Intel second generation scalable processors.
Okay.
And we got to play with it and see what DSE could do on this hardware. Oh, and I forgot to say, there were 2 Intel Optane DCPMM 1.2 gigabyte modules in these machines.
Okay, so those are your drives.
Those are our drives.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we tested 3 different workloads: a 90-10, which is 90% writes, 10% reads.
Okay.
Then we did a 50-50 workload, which
Yeah.
speaks for itself, and then a 10-90 workload.
Okay, read heavy.
Read heavy workloads.
Okay.
On the write heavy workloads, we saw this throughput is amazing.
Yeah.
448,000 ops per second on a 4-node cluster.
On a 4-node cluster.
That's 112,000 ops per second.
Per node.
Per node.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that was 2x performance over the NVMe drives that Intel provided for us to benchmark against.
Okay. That's like the status quo, state of the art.
Exactly.
Prior to now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we hit the read heavy workloads, we saw up to a 5x improvement in throughput, and we saw latency, sub-millisecond latencies, which was amazing.
Wow.
And
It's kind of game changing, actually.
yes, and Intel actually publishes that using Optane, you can get nanosecond latencies. Yes, nanosecond latencies.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, why not? If it's all kind of like on the chip there together. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I want this. How do I get it? Because it's not like I can run out and do this right now, or can I? I mean, like, what's the availability time frame for this?
You can, if you have the money to drop on the hardware,
Yeah.
you can go out and purchase this hardware from Intel and servers now.
Okay, but what about, I'm a public cloud customer. When's this going to be coming available, like, to a cloud near me?
Okay, funny that you say that. So Intel and Google have partnered, and they will be offering the second generation scalable Xeon processors and the Optane devices in GCP with an upcoming offering in the next couple of quarters.
Okay.
So anybody and everybody will have access to this hardware.
Interesting.
They're bringing it to the masses.
Okay. I'm imagining, just the mind is boggling with, like, I'm inventing architectures in my head right now. Like, okay, my data tier, I'm just going to run it on this new solution, and then I scale on my app tier above that, and we can have fun with this.
Yes, we can have lots of fun with it. And I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands on that hardware in GCP, just to do some playing as well.
Right, and of course, everyone's going to want to know the magic combination of the DataStax Constellation, our Cassandra as a service offering that we just announced this week, plus plus the improvements to the core, plus the core DSE, plus the improvements, the hardware improvements from the Intel. I mean, who knows when this will all be available as one package, but the market's going to want it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, just like everybody else out there, and DDS land is looking to play with this as well. If you can't tell, I'm super excited about
DDS land. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So cool. So anything else exciting about the conference or stuff you're looking forward to this week?
Just meeting all of these customers and Cassandra users. It's great that we've gotten the gang back together.
It's been 3 years, right?
Yes.
Since the last event of this magnitude. So.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Cool. Well, super exciting week. Thanks for joining us on the show. And,
thank you very much, Jeff.
See you around. I'll come fly a drone with you in a little bit.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, cool.
All right.
See you next time.